Welcome to another Whiskey Games and Nerd Stuff. Today's whiskey, we're just enjoying a little shot of some whiskey with some coffee. Let's go ahead and take a sip. Always enjoy a little pick me up in your Sunday morning coffee. All right, let me go ahead and move that out of the way. And today's video is going to be an unboxing of Deep Regrets, an unfortunate fishing game from Tetris Games. Gotta say right off the bat, I love the thematic feel of this packaging. This reminds me of something that you would see if you're at a fish market or if you went to a little restaurant to get some fish and chips. It's got this little newspaper in here. I think it's really cool. Let's see if we can open this without ripping this too much. I also want to just take a little magnifying glass and go ahead and see if there's any kind of Easter eggs in this paper. Let's see if we can open this carefully. All right, let's see if we can get this out without ripping this too much. There we go. Again, I think that's kind of a really cool thematic way to do this. All right, let's go ahead and put this off to the side and open up, look at the box. All right, this is an awesome box. Love the art on this. Definitely very thematic for a fishing game. Let's go ahead and flip over the back. Oh, feel that. I don't know if you can see that. Well, you couldn't feel it, but it's almost like this is a bit raised. I really think this is cool. And I didn't notice this, but right here it says plastic isn't one of the horrors in this ocean. By using wood paper materials plus one metal fish coin, we kept as much plastic out of Deep Regrets as possible. That's kind of cool. Let's look at the back of this box. The most unsettling fishing board game ever created. An Ocean Gone Mad. Deep Regrets is a horror fishing game for 1 to 5 adults about reeling progressively more disturbing things out of the binary deep. Manage your madness, push your luck, and say your prayers as you set sail for the Eldritch Deep. There's a catch. Regrets can creep up on you. There are greater rewards to be won from acquiring regrets, but push your luck too far and you could stand to lose a great deal, maybe even your mind. What will you roll in? Over 140 unique fish and fish-adjacent things are out there waiting for you in the depths, each more bizarre than the last. All right, let's go ahead and open this up and see what we have. Oh, look at that. Let me go ahead and push that. That is cool. That's the inside of the box. That art, I don't know how well that's showing up. That's really cool. You know what I'd love to see? And I don't know if the intent was this. I would love to see a Rick and Morty episode in this setting. And I'm sure there's probably one in a Cthulhu-like setting. But I really like how this looks. So let me go ahead and put this off to the side. All right, we have the fishing guide to fishing. Sorry, the Angler's Guide to Fishing. It looks like this is the instruction manual. So let's go ahead and flip through this. Oh, like how this is set up. So I really enjoy how instruction manuals are nice. They've got bold print, very easy to follow steps. It kind of goes through step by step. Okay, I like how this is set up. And I believe there should be a solo instructions in the back. Okay, great. How to play solo and cooperatives, which is what I'll end up doing more often than not. All right, so that's really cool. Oh, look at this board. That's nice materials. Okay. Then we have, it looks like the Ocean Survey. And if I remember correctly, this is for the solo play or the cooperative play where you're kind of tracking the fish you're getting. We have a port board. We have, I don't know how well it's showing up. It's pretty cool. Nice little dice bag. That's that's really nice. And let's see our player boards. We got Alba. And then Bulb. Hugo, Hogu, Isla, Ela, Bert, and Burp. I like that. Fred and Fraud. Kind of cool. All right, we got some game pieces. Here are the cards. I'm going to do a separate video to flip through these cards. I think there's, just from what I saw from a few videos out there, the art on this is really cool. I feel like that deserves its own unique video. These little wooden pieces are really cool. These are the fishing boats. And you've got these madness counters. And these are wood. And then let's check out these dice. Oh, those are cool. Really, really cool. I'm really digging those. We've got, looks like our player pieces for parts of the game. I'll find out what these go to, but those are really cool. And let's check out this metal coin. That's really cool. Really dig that. And again, I'm going to go ahead and save these cards for a separate video. I do think that, well, I don't think, I know from watching some other stuff out there that these cards are so cool looking. I do feel like they deserve their own video where you can kind of go through them one by one. But have yet to play this game. I have watched some gameplay videos of it, and I do plan to do a few of my own. This game just looks awesome. You know, there's no other way to say it. I just think this game looks fantastic. Very excited to play it. Also, what I'm excited to do is, what drink am I going to pair with this? Initially, I was thinking of, there's a brewery company out of San Diego. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they have interesting, fish on the cans and stuff. But I do recall a conversation with the creator, I believe his name is Judson Cohen. I hope I remember that correctly and pronouncing that correctly. Where he said that the game was kind of based on a Scottish kind of a thematic feel. So I feel like I need to find a bottle of scotch that has a cool looking either boat on it or some like a fish or a kraken or octopus or something like that. So if anybody out there can think of a scotch that would have something like that, or another drink that would be a good thematic pairing with this game, I would love to hear it. And for those that aren't familiar, I do have a playlist and other videos where I try and pair basically alcohol or different drinks to board games. I kind of thought it was cool. Really do appreciate everybody taking the time to watch this video. I will be doing a separate video for those cards specifically. This game is so cool looking, and from the play videos that I've seen, I can't wait to dive into this. In fact, I've got the whole day planned aside just to play this pretty much the entire day. So my day is going to be filled of having some coffee, playing this game, and then go ahead and have a few drinks throughout the day. Until next time, folks, cheers.